Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this March the 20th, 2025. Today is the first day of spring. Came in at 5:01 a.m. this morning, Eastern Daylight Time. I hope everybody had a good Thursday out there so far. Everybody has a great Thursday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Alrighty, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at these little storm systems here moving across the country. You can see we got a little upper level low spinning over the north central tropical Atlantic, not expected to become anything. This was that little system here that came across portions of the southeast the other day. It's finally moved well off into the Atlantic coastal waters and pushing away from the region. Another strong cold front coming through, bringing some shower activity to the eastern Carolinas, went off into the coastal waters, North Carolina, all the way up into portions of the northeastern U.S., southeast Canada. More activity across the Dakotas, down into portions of Kansas. Then got more activity from Montana to Washington, Oregon State, California, Idaho, also in the portion of Nevada and Utah region as well. You can see there's another storm system here plowing into the western U.S. and will exit stage east across the country. As you can see here, we got some scattered activity over South America and more scattered activity out in the central and eastern Pacific, not too far from the Hawaiian chain island as well. Alrighty, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alrighty, you can see here we got some mixed precipitation from portion of New Brunswick to Maine to New Hampshire to Vermont to portion of Massachusetts, eastern New York State, also a portion of Connecticut. Shower activity from southeastern Massachusetts, southeastern Connecticut, a little bit around the Long Island region of New York City and the coastal waters. Also got some shower activity from Pennsylvania back over to Wisconsin and Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, you were included. Also Michigan, got some mixed precipitation there, stretching over to Wisconsin. Also around Lake Erie and Lake Superior, portion of northwestern Pennsylvania, portion of extreme western New York State, northeastern Ohio as well. More mixed precipitation over Minnesota to the Dakotas. Also in the portions of Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Nevada, Washington, Oregon State. Also the Idaho region as well. Got some pockets of heavy snow in that area as well. And also some coastal rain showers across Washington, Oregon State, northwestern California. Snow over portion of Wyoming into Colorado regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Friday. Alright, let's move on to your Saturday outlook now. You can see we got some mixed precipitation from portion of northern Maine all the way down to Pennsylvania, Ohio, and West Virginia. A little bit of showers in portions of southeastern Pennsylvania, stretching over to Connecticut. Shower activity from portion of Tennessee to Kentucky, back over to Iowa and also Nebraska. Thunderstorms and shower from southern Iowa down into Arkansas, portion of Illinois, back to Kansas and Oklahoma regions. Then we got mixed precipitation from northern Wisconsin, northern Michigan, and central Wisconsin as well. Back through Minnesota, through the Dakotas, Montana, Wyoming, portion of western Montana, much of Idaho, Washington, Oregon State, northern California, northern Nevada, and portion of Utah as well. We got some snow showers elsewhere from portion of Colorado to Utah to Wyoming to Idaho to portion of Montana, and right along the U.S.-Canadian border as well. Got some shower activity over here in Washington, Oregon State, and also the eastern Pacific and northwestern California regions also. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Saturday. Alright, let's move on to the current watch and warn advisory map for your location across the nation. Okay, we're still waiting on it to pop up here in a minute. Alright, here it is right here. You can see we got some special weather statements up here in portions of Vermont. Also in the portion of North Carolina, South Carolina for some fire weather concerns across the Carolinas. Also up in this region as well in portions of Vermont. And then we got wind advisory for portions of Pennsylvania, West Virginia, North Carolina, even South Carolina. Got some late wind advisory for you guys as well. A little bit of wind advisories over Florida. And then we got red flag warnings that are in effect for the following states: Southern Florida, southern Mississippi, much of Louisiana, portion of Texas, portions of Arkansas, portions of Missouri, Illinois, portions of Kansas, Texas, New Mexico, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, Nebraska, through the Dakotas as well. Even got more special weather statements over here in portions of Oklahoma, also in portions of Kansas, Nebraska, Colorado, and also New Mexico regions as well. We have some freeze warnings down in portions of Mississippi, Alabama, portions of Georgia, frost advisory from Georgia back to Mississippi, Panhandle, Florida, southeastern portions of Mississippi. Still got no river flood warnings up here in portions of the Connecticut region to portions of Virginia, North Carolina, then again from portions of Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas region as well. Winter weather advisories over here in portions of Colorado to Wyoming to Montana, Idaho, portions of Washington State and Oregon State with some winter storm warnings there as well. Wind advisories over portions of southeast Idaho and a few high wind watches and warnings also in effect for portions southeastern Wyoming and one county in Montana. Alright, small craft advisory gale warning from Washington State to Southern California and also down here for southern Louisiana to the west coast of Florida. Then again for the east coast of Florida all the way to Maine with some small craft advisory gale warnings as well. Same for the south side of Hawaii and Chain Island. North side looks good. Also around the Alaska area with some freezing spray warnings in the blue. Alright, now let's take a look at some severe weather that's coming up for day number 3. As you can see, we have a marginal risk stretching up here from Kansas to Jefferson City, Springfield, Tulsa, just east of Oklahoma and Newman. You're just marginal risk. General thunderstorm from Casper, Wyoming to McCook, Nebraska to Colby, Kansas, all the way over to portion of St. Louis, Missouri area as well. Probability looks like this. Should be just 5% respectively. Sure is. Alright, let's move on to day number 4. We have a risk for severe weather, which is coming up on day number 4. And that will be your Sunday. That was Saturday's forecast. This is Sunday's outlook here from the Storm Prediction Center. Okay, here is that slight risk for day number 4. You can see it from Bowling Green to Nashville to Jackson to Chattanooga, Birmingham, Memphis, Little Rock, Greenville, Jackson, Mississippi area, Shreveport and Alexandria, Louisiana areas, from Dallas to Waco, just around the Houston area as well. Marginal risk will outline the area. Right now, we do not have anything over to the eastern seaboard. Would not be surprised to maybe see a slight risk or a moderate risk. A slight risk or a marginal risk for the Carolinas, maybe down into Florida as well later for Monday's outlook. So, alrighty, and finally let's take a look at the snow hazard probability. This is where the snow looks to occur. As soon as the map comes up here real quick. Alright, here it is right here. You can see we have a slight risk from 329 to 331, which is from Maine to portions of West Virginia, Ohio to Michigan, and then again from 328 to 330 from northern Michigan back to the Dakotas, 328 to 43 straight from Colorado to Montana, and then we got 328 to 43 again for portions of the mountains of California up to Washington, Oregon State regions as well. Everywhere else looks snow free, and for us here in the southeast, the snow should be over with. We just expecting just a roller coaster ride with temps, and the pollen is going to get worse as we continue to get forward, as the leaves and the trees begin to start to bloom nationwide. So the pollen count will begin to start climbing from south to north. So, alrighty, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not already. Like these videos, share these videos, and we'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Thursday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.